Welcome to Sailing Vessel Hakluyt. In this episode, we get surprised by finding the remnants of an old outport, which we believe was occupied between the mid-1800s and 1940s. After leaving Hare Bay and experiencing an exciting whale encounter, we continue our off-grid time sailing to one of the most beautiful anchorages on the south coast of Newfoundland.
We're cruising down some coastline that I think is probably some of the most spectacular coastline that we've passed thus far. These big, huge, massive cliff walls just coming straight out of the ocean, and there's one back here. It's called Blow Me Down Rock, and it's been climbed by several famous climbers. Today we got a nice bit of downwind sailing. You can see the Canadian flag blowing from the stern forward, which is a nice little downwind run. And look, no gloves. So yeah, we got full main, almost 150 of our Genoa out, and it's about 10 knots of wind, 9 knots of wind, and we're able to do about 3 to 4 knots downwind, which is nice. We've been seeing a variety of whales poke their heads out.
My favorite place here, looking off the stern, doing some whale watching. There it is. Oh my gosh. Look at it. So cool. There it is. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, look at that thing. Holy shit.
It's huge. Oh my god.
We arrived back in Wild Cove hoping this time to enjoy the beautiful sandy beach in some warmer weather. The ocean swells, however, had other ideas and kept rocking Hakluyt back and forth. Wild Cove is exposed to the south and southeast, and the swells were rolling in, making the anchorage too uncomfortable for the night. So we decided to take the dinghy and go around the corner to explore a little-known anchorage known as Cul De Sac. In Culdesac, the swells were minimized, but what really captivated us was the jaw-dropping setting and incredible scenery. Here, crystal clear aqua blue-green water contrasted against magnificent gray 1,000-foot rock walls protecting the anchorage from every point except east. Perfect for our planned stay.
It was really a good idea to move over to this anchorage here. Cul De Sac is so much more protected. We had a really good night and we found an old village, and now we're taking you on the ride over to the village and see what we find. So this area is absolutely stunning. The rocks, water is turquoise. It's just beautiful. Wes is finding all kinds of, how would you call that? Evidence. Wes is, huh?
Relics of the past.
Relics of the past. That is obviously a piece of a plate. It's probably the Sunday dish compared to the white one here. That's what you eat from Sundays. You eat from these plates, and weekdays from this.
from like a vase or
Oh
something.
wow, look at this.
It looks really old.
Yeah, it looks really old. It's beautiful. So Wes was digging these here out of the ground, and it looks like these are legs of either a bathtub or a wood stove. So there's a really nice creek coming down, which could have been the water supply. It looks really clean. And then we find all these flat surfaces, which looks like there was a road at one point. Yeah, this definitely looks like there was a house. Maybe part of it is still under the ground here, grown over with vegetation. Wes is still digging down there, looking for old dish pieces.
All this I found just right here, just in this little area right here.
Wow.
And this used to be it's clear this was a dock at one point. Look how thick this glass is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just super thick.
Well, they had to refill it. The glasses were like, there was no plastic and no Tetra Paks.
That's a cool part. It's like the top of a jug.
Oh wow.
I thought it was rubber or something, but it's glass.
Oh cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the beer bottle that they went filling in Burgio. Maybe that was a pipe here? Oh, an old nail? Hiking roots.
We went for a hike up the ridgeline and continued to discover the outport's expansive, if not dangerous, boundaries. Relics of the past are scattered everywhere here, such as broken dishes, glasses, bottles, ironwork, etc. The setting and backdrop inevitably sparks the imagination as to what it must have been like to live here and what it looked like around the turn of the 20th century in this remote outport situated in what can only be described as the most beautiful yet hostile-looking environment. This place is truly a special and unique part of Newfoundland's history. We reached out to the Provincial Archaeological Office to see if we could get more information about Culdesac and perhaps start an initiative that would put it on the map for preservation. Stay tuned to our website for more details, images, and findings.
Come on. We're coming to the graveyard here, which we always find on top of hills in these old abandoned towns. They probably also have a hard time to find a place in general to dig a hole because everything is so full of rocks. Yeah, so this place seemed to be perfect for a graveyard. Lucy Rickett died March 22nd, 1908, aged 4 years old. Died in 1887, aged 58 years old. Yeah, this is a really fascinating rock. You can see on top there it's pretty edgy, and on the bottom here that part is so round because the water is rounding it every time it runs over, and when the tide is high it washes these awesome monuments out. So cool. It looks like a brain, this one here.
We're leaving Cul De Sac, one of the more spectacular anchorages that we visited so far. It was pretty amazing. And scenery wise, just staring up at 1,000-foot cliffs all the way around you.
And this is where we go. Ocean. It's remarkable that we have the same temperature end of May that we have in December. It's really cold and there's rain in the forecast, so it'll be an uncomfortable sail, but we have great wind, tailwind, so we're setting sails. Yay! started to rain and the weather is pretty bad. It's ice cold. I've got 3 jackets on, 3 pair of pants, winter mittens, and it's end of May.
Yep, it's cold. And we're even on a downwind run. It's supposed to be warmer than typical runs. Whew. Now we left Doctor's Harbor after a non-eventful, eventful night. It was windy as heck, but our anchor held good, and didn't get a whole lot of sleep or rest, but that's all right. We're on our way back to the floating dock at the Coast Guard station. They're gonna let us stay there once again. We'll reprovision and hopefully keep working our way west, and I can get some rest after a long night.
Looking forward to go to Nova Scotia because the temperatures there are like summer, and here we're just still kind of in winter mode, like still dressed like in December last year.
Yeah.
Look at us. 4 weeks later, it's June 25th, and we're sitting here in the sun on the deck of the boat. It's absolutely awesome. Culdesac was awesome too, and it was actually my favorite place, although it was very cold.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite places too, not just for its beauty, but also for its apparent amazing history. Just thinking about the people that must have lived there back in the 1800s, late 1800s and early 1900s, I just don't know how they did it and survived year after year. It was pretty incredible.
If you are enjoying our videos, consider subscribing. There is the button, you just have to click on it. Or if you want to support us, check out our team member site. Become a team member of Hakluyt. The link is over there.
Somewhere over here. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.